Welcome to Synagogues of the Exotic. We've done over 600 videos over the past few years, and this is the first time we are checking out locations where one would not expect to find a Jewish presence. The camera is currently looking at the Mausolée des Rabbanim d'Alger. In English, this approximately means the Mausoleum of Algerian Rabbis. It's located in Burma, which is a suburb of the city of Algiers, which is located in the northern part of the country of Algeria. Burma used to be called Saint Eugene, or possibly Saint Eugene in English. It is next to the Notre Dame d'Afrique Basilica. The cemetery was established in the 1840s, replacing the use of another cemetery that closed down around 1860. The remains of former chief rabbis of Algiers were transferred to this new cemetery. This portion, called the Rabbanim Mausoleum, was established in 1909 for the Ribach and Rachbats. Its last burial here was done in 2015. Bad weather, vandalism, and desecration have caused its deterioration. The last official inspection was done in May of 2018. Sadly, here is what was once another synagogue and is now a mosque. In its time, it was called the Great Synagogue of Oran, also located in Algeria. It was then noted as the largest synagogue in Africa. Construction of the synagogue began in 1879 and it took 38 years to complete. When Algeria gained its independence from France in 1962, practically all of the Jews left Algeria for France. The building was converted into a mosque in 1975. Yes, there is a thriving synagogue in the country of Vietnam. It is a Chabad house located in what was once called Saigon and now Ho Chi Minh City. Under the direction of Rabbi Menachem Hartman, services are conducted on Friday evenings, Saturday mornings, and Shabbat afternoons during the Sabbath, and the Shabbat meals are free of charge. Of course, they never turn down a donation. About 5 years ago, there was still maybe a million's worth of Jews living in Indonesia, which is the world's largest Muslim country. And this was its last synagogue, called Beit Shalom, located on the island of Java. It's been totally obliterated. This is the Holy Ark from that synagogue. The synagogue, although modest in appearance, was established in 1939. This one was also in use as a synagogue at one time in Indonesia, called Shar HaShamayim. A close-up photo will show the name above the door. Several years ago, it had about 20 loyal congregants located in the area called Tondano. Until about the late 1970s, there were several Jews living in Malaysia in the state of Penang. We believe this had been a synagogue there. However, there is one very interesting fellow, a successful businessman who employs over 200 local people and who may be the only Jew left in Malaysia but maintains a loyalty to the Lubavitch Chabad. His religious practice is respected, especially since he is good for the local economy. His Chabad house is located in Kuala Lumpur. And finally, in Myanmar, which used to be called Burma, a tiny Jewish community hangs on. There are 10 Jewish families, and the community leader is 38 years old. He is also the curator of this synagogue. In its heyday, there were about 3,000 Jews living in Burma. Nowadays, along with the local Jewish population, business visitors, tourists, and guests, there are occasional festivities such as on the holiday of Hanukkah. We conclude this special edition of Synagogues of the World and begin a detailed look at the Jewish presence in Africa.